Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. Thanks for being with us here on this Friday, closing out the week. Briggs, we got stuff on the table. What's going on here?
We do. We had some really awesome viewers stop by the station today. They dropped off these cookies. We got chocolate and popcorn and a little phone for Wells. So huge shout out to Alan Mary Pileski from the West Duluth area. Round of applause to them.
Woo!
Man,
Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.
It was
Can
so
you
nice of them.
Hook this up with AT&T or something and get Wells on,
Wells'
get him
first
online.
phone. Yeah, they were like, oh, it's so Wells can call you when you're at work. I was like, oh, that's so precious. Yeah, it makes some noise here.
Oh, there's some apps? Look at that.
Yeah,
that?
I know. Call, email, take a photo, and our director Shania said we could give him the Northern Life text line number, so he could text us some photos that we
First
can
alert
show.
weather app.
There we go. There we go.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so huge thanks to them. Super awesome. Got to give them a tour of the station, and it was a lot of fun.
And they also dropped off some Kirkland microwave popcorn for me to try. You know, I'm a big Costco fan. So
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet, so the break room's calling me after the show here.
That's a
Try it
heavy
out.
bag, too. Like, that's,
Yeah,
that's at least 10, 15
I mean,
pounds.
you can hear the sound here.
That's and the plexiglass is cracked now. That is pretty heavy.
Generous to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Generous. Yeah, Hunter, we missed you on yesterday's show, but it sounds like you had a fun time with some kids up in Two Harbors.
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. Yeah, traveled up the North Shore to North Shore Community School, and look at all these kids on there. They didn't make fun of me. They were very receptive to
You were
what I was
very
talking
concerned
about.
that they were going to make fun of you.
I don't know. I just remember kids being so mean, and they were so nice to me. They were so awesome. So I'm always worried whenever I talk in a classroom. But no, they were very sweet, very receptive. They asked a lot of questions, which I also think is a good sign, and seemed very interested in what I did. I even made a cloud in front of them, did a little experiment, and so they loved it. They just recently talked about meteorology in one of their units in school, and they all seemed very interested. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for inviting me. Shout out to Marcus, too. He's the one that originally invited me, too. So thank you very much. That was cool.
Some future Northern News Now meteorologist there, maybe.
Yeah.
Could be.
Very
Come work with us. That'd be pretty cool, Marcus.
Future interns.
Yep.
Hey, if you didn't have a great week out there, hopefully it wasn't as bad as this person. Look at this car that was seen encased in ice in the state of Michigan.
Yikes.
Apparently a result of a water main break and below freezing temperatures out there in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. So if you say, it's been a bad week, hopefully you didn't have to scrape out from under that sort of ice.
That person's building themselves a garage right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
as
what
we
do
speak.
you even do? You just got to start chipping away at it and not scrape your car. I mean, you got to call in sick to work that day. for sure.
Absolutely.
Just
That's
got to
insane.
get all your friends go
Yeah, start breathing,
all over the
folks.
car. Well, hey, coming up on today's show, we'll be bringing you that full sweet story of a Wisconsin deer rescue out on the Mississippi River. Plus, an amazing moose battle is caught on camera up at Voyagers.
Oh my gosh. Then later we're going to hear what shoppers really think of self-checkout machines, and a scientist confirms a long-standing toilet paper debate. Okay. Coming up on Monday, too, we're going to be airing our Northern News Now weather team versus news team ice fishing outing with Dan Wolf and Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch. And the whole team here at the station is excited for tomorrow because those guys are actually hosting an ice fishing extravaganza for our coworkers. So it's going to be a great team building outing for all of us here at the station. I'm looking forward to it. I plan to go. I've never really been truly ice fishing before. I've been out on the ice with someone else who was ice fishing, but I've never done it myself, so I'm excited about it.
What's cool also is that there's a lot of people that aren't from this area, down in Texas, down on the East Coast, that have never even been around ice fishing before, and they're all going to get a chance to try it out for the first time here. So cool that they're going to be doing this. I know a lot of folks are interested in this.
Yeah. Big thanks to Dan and Adam, too, for having us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I want to thank our viewer, Alice, who commented on our YouTube page. I had no idea that it wasn't already there, but she asked, can we find the theme song? Well, Alice, ask and you shall receive. That's because I thought it was already posted on our page. However, it was not. So I went ahead and uploaded our outro song to our Northern Life TV YouTube channel. So be sure to hit subscribe when you're over there listening to Hunter's big tune over there.
Oh, that's sweet. That's very cool. Me and my dad were watching the show the other day, and we were wondering, what's the original song, the beginning song for the show? Where did that come from?
That one, a little inside peek. That one came from a package provided by our corporate creative services, I believe. So they said you can have any of these like 15, 20 songs, and the band upstairs is like, that's a good one.
It's very happy, very upbeat.
It's catchy. It's
Gets
nice.
you going for the show. That's very cool.
Seriously, I like both of the songs. And staying on the theme of your songs, Cindy had a question on Facebook asking, is that Hunter singing the jingle for Home Solutions? Is that you, Hunter?
It sure is. Yes, they reached out to us and wanted us to write them a song. So me and my brother both recorded this little jingle for them, and they use it in the commercials. It's been a ton of fun. We like writing jingles here and there. It's a blast.
How do you? Where does the road start for you when it comes to writing jingles? Where does the
Ooh,
inspiration
good
come
question.
from?
I usually am always driving, and I think of something in my head, and then I have to hum it out to myself. I get home, I record it on my phone, whatever it is, and then I start writing words based off of that. So
Nice.
that's kind of what happens usually every single time with everything I've written.
And you've also done Sea Grins, right?
Yep, that's
Okay,
a classic.
cool.
Yep, that's
I
the
love that
radio
one.
jingle. That's it gets stuck in my head all the time.
Yeah.
And we actually get requests for that at gigs. So
Wow.
every once in a while, we got to go
Sea
and play
Grins,
it.
home mud, we're outdoors. Yeah. I just sing that one. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
Home Solution Pro, Home Solutions Pro.
Yeah,
good stuff.
that's a
I
catchy
love
one.
it.
The goal is
It
to make it catchy, and I think it's pretty darn catchy.
Yeah.
So.
You got some good
Never heard
tunes
of
out there.
that.
Thank
Well, hey, here's a fun topic Hunter and I were actually discussing during a commercial break on our 4 p.m. newscast the other day. What character do you think you guys would be, or do you think you most resemble when it comes to the Charlie Brown Peanuts world?
Oh, man, okay.
I can start.
Go ahead.
I feel like I'm kind of Snoopy sometimes.
Why is that?
I feel like I kind of go on my own adventures. I want to be my own thing, and then I just kind of show up and pop up and dance like that sometimes.
Sure.
Out and about.
Oh,
I feel like I relate to
go.
Snoopy a lot.
Yeah. That's probably me right there. Lucy? Is
Lucy,
that her name?
yep, Lucy.
She's
Okay.
the one
The
who runs
bossy
the-
older sister. That's probably
Yeah.
me.
Does she run the
That's what my
stand?
siblings-
Is Lucy the one that runs the
psychologist. Yeah, psychologist.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
they're-
Yeah.
I don't know if that fits me, but
You help us with our problems quite often.
yeah, there you go.
How about you?
I would say the first person that came on the screen was Schroeder.
Yeah, you
Schroeder's,
gotta be
he
Schroeder.
plays the
Yeah.
piano, and he's in. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's in a band or anything like that, but I
Yeah.
think that closely represents me.
Yeah.
Sometimes on a Sunday morning, I wake up feeling like Pigpen.
Oh, yeah, right.
Didn't do much for the weekend.
Yeah.
Cloud of dust surrounding my world.
Gross.
I love Little Woodstock too.
Oh,
Woodstock.
I love
She's a little
Woodstock.
bird. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Well, hey, coming up after the break, we're going to get some answers in science when it comes to toilet paper. We'll see you in a little bit here on Northern Lights. Welcome back, everybody. Quickly, more about the Peanuts Charlie Brown world. Some days I feel like it's not anybody else's fault, it's my own mind. I'm out of it sometimes to where other people sound like the Charlie Brown parents.
Oh, wah, 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 wah.
I go,
fair.
you're going to have to repeat that.
I just wasn't paying attention,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
not listening.
Yep.
Yep. Shania knows, especially in our creative services office. I'm like, I got to take out my headphones. I got to be looking at you to
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. Yeah. Well, hey, this is a question we could talk about for ages, and the debate may now be over or under. Charmin has finally settled the how to hang toilet paper debate. Greg Weaver, who is P&G's senior scientist at Charmin, has declared he is team over. As Bill Nye once said, science rules.
Why is
Okay.
there a team leading scientist
Yeah.
in Charmin? What is he doing?
You got to figure out, how do you create maybe the most soft, one of the softest toilet
toughest
papers
toilet
out there.
papers, yeah.
Absorbent. You want it to be
True.
absorbent
Yeah.
too,
True.
any spills, anything like that. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think I've talked about this before in the show, but one of my speeches in high school was whether it's over or
Oh.
under toilet
Whoa.
paper.
And what was the result?
I always say over. I'm with the scientist, so I'm with him. Let's go.
Team over is a good team to have.
Yeah.
I feel like under just kind of it's easier for the toilet paper to unravel itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
that's how I feel.
under is good at limiting how much you're going to use. You really think
Sure.
about it. You go, do I really need that much? Also, shout out to the Charmin Bears. I'm a big fan of those
Yeah.
Bears. All those
Oh,
commercials.
best.
Those are
So
good
Cute.
commercials. Yeah.
Those red bears, so cute. A recent opinion piece in the New York Times wanted to answer the question, is it okay to be messy? A University of Minnesota study tested the creative output of students who were working in a messy office space versus those working in a tidy one. So in that experiment, participants in the messy room not only generated the same number of ideas as their clean room counterparts, but their ideas were also rated as more creative by independent judges.
How about that?
Yeah, I think that I need a clean space to think. I
Really?
feel like if I'm in a messy spot, my mind it gets too anxious, and I'm like, oh my god, stuff's going on. So I can't even think straight sometimes.
How's your
It's too
desk
messy.
here at work? Is that
It's kind of messy.
But you stay creative.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like a little bit more creative when I'm just kind of, you're going with the flow, you're going quick, and you just kind of have to come up with it up the fly. I don't know.
Yeah, my desk upstairs is also very messy. Shania would attest to that. But,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like when it's too clean, it's too clean. Yeah.
clean?
Sure.
You need a little dirt out
You
there.
need a little dirt.
My
yeah.
bedroom's very messy.
Yeah.
My home is a little bit messy right now. I'm so lazy. I just like sitting on the couch a little bit. But once you start cleaning, you really start feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
nice.
Well, hey, Shania, I think we may have passed it, but the self-checkout. People are wondering if they love self-checkouts or they hate self-checkouts. We got a brilliant opinion piece that we're going to show you here.
Oh, interesting.
It's a retail riddle. What what's convenient but also a pain.
Help is on the way.
Where you pay
99.
to work. It's self-checkout, and you love it.
It's quicker. 100% quicker.
And you loathe it.
What do you think of self-checkout overall?
I think it sucks.
Rebecca Hall uses it, begrudgingly.
9 times out of 10, an item isn't going to scan right. If you have a greeting card, the weight is all off, so they have to call somebody over.
For stores, it's supposed to be a cost saver. For customers, a time saver. But we may have hit a crossroads where suddenly retailers aren't saving as much money. And shoppers like Martha say there are constant errors.
And the experience is just...
Now some big retailers are scaling back. Target told me, quote, "We're rolling out express self-checkout with limits at 10 items and opening more traditional lanes." Walmart saying it will improve the in-store experience and give our associates the chance to provide more personalized and efficient service. I shopped at both stores over the past several days. At Target's express checkout, there was a long line.
All these people, all waiting for self-checkout.
With just 1 or 2 traditional lanes. Same thing at Walmart.
2 checkout lanes that have people working, and then this is the line for self-checkout.
One of the big motivators for tweaking things is theft. Stores are losing a lot of money as shoppers scan one item and then skip another. Experts say new technology will make it better and more secure, but it's never going away. So maybe we should all just follow Gail's advice.
What's the key to getting it done without having to call for assistance?
Lower your expectations.
How about that? Are you guys team self-checkout, or do you like going to a human?
I like going to a human, but my husband Matt prefers the self-checkout. So I get stressed because I feel like I have to like hand him things the right way so the barcode's facing the right way. He's like, I don't know, it's very stressful.
Well, sometimes there's most of the self-checkouts have like a weight that you have to put your stuff on, or else it's like, put it back in the cart, it starts yelling at you or whatever.
Yep.
But there's not enough room sometimes to put all the stuff that you bought on the weight thing. So like you have to, I don't know, you end up having to pull the associate over anyways to solve the issue. I was kind of against self-checkout at first, but now it's starting to grow on me a little
Sure.
bit.
Okay.
The reason I like self-checkout is because, well, you know me, I love Doritos. And so
Classic.
the things I buy, I'm like, I don't want this person to judge me when I bring like 3 bags of Doritos to the thing, and then, you know, it's just me buying it. So, you know, maybe avoid the shame a little bit when you're in the self-checkout.
I never thought about that.
There's something wrong with this guy.
But the speed of going to somebody, like an actual human being, is super helpful. I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was too funny, you know, people being honest. I
Yes.
do love that type of reporting too. The man or woman on the street, you know,
Yep.
getting right to it. Well, hey, coming up, bringing in that moose battle when we come back. Welcome back. You got to check this out. It was posted on Facebook. Amazing video from the Voyagers Wolf Project showing 2 bull moose sparring, locking antlers. On their Facebook page, they said they have only captured this on camera 1 other time so far. The best part about this one, you know, so close, so clear,
Right.
and the sun setting too in the
What
background.
were these moose just like, hey buddy, come over here, I see this camera, let's give him a show. We're like, what's going on? How did they just happen to do this right in front of the camera? That's always blows my mind.
They know, but you know, it's just two moose going at it.
How do you know who wins? One doesn't pin the other one down. They just keep going until they're tired or something? I don't know. That's kind of cool.
That's a good question. Yeah, I've never seen a moose in real life before. I don't know if you
Nor
guys
I.
have. Yeah,
No.
no.
Have you?
Yeah, once every 3 years on
Oh.
average, I'll see a moose. You can live up north, you
Very
just see them
specific.
every once in a
Yeah,
while. But yeah,
true.
I almost ran into 2 on my way into work one time.
God.
When I was on the morning shift. Very scary.
Yeah. Were you in between the 2 of them locking antlers?
Yeah, no, they weren't like they were 2 cows, I guess. Cows,
Yeah,
is that what they
yeah.
were
The
called?
female ones?
Yeah, just
Okay,
walking
yeah.
around out there,
Aw,
just chilling. But
cute.
yeah, didn't
They're
hit them.
so big.
Life
Good.
is good. Yeah, they're
Great
huge.
news.
Crazy. Well, to our south, a Wisconsin family had an unlikely encounter they won't soon forget. Jeremy Wall brings us their story.
For Viola Finch and her grandfather, what started as a hike in the Trempealeau Wildlife Refuge turned into a rescue mission.
Me and my grandpa went down to the edge of the water and we could actually see ears on the object and we could see that it was moving.
I thought it was a stump at first, like some tree stump.
It was a deer on the ice. As an animal lover, Finch knew it was going to need help.
no animal is going to be fine, especially a deer being on the middle of the ice.
Once they got closer, they could see the animal struggling to get up.
Obviously, it was scared and it kind of started coming at me. But when its legs would just kind of go out, that's when we knew that, like, it must have, you know, it's probably in pain or it hurt its legs and it can't move.
Finch and her grandpa pushed the deer with their hands and feet to try to get it off the ice. Although they're glad they did, Finch says safety is always priority.
If you're going to go out in the middle of the ice to save an animal, I think you should 100% be sure that you are safe, because it took us about 20 minutes to walk out there, because we had hiking sticks and we would stab the ice as we're walking, because I think our safety was prioritized over that deer for sure.
Yeah, good on them, but yeah, make sure when you're going out there, if you see someone in trouble, make sure you're safe first.
Yeah, we talked about a story on the Noon the other day where there was a moose that was actually in the water, and they had to use chainsaws and cut out a channel in the water and then make the moose swim in the channel, because they couldn't lift it out themselves until they got closer to shore.
It'd be heavy.
So those are very courageous people out there doing that sort of thing.
I saw a duck who had his little leg stuck in there, and they had to get him out too. So yeah, winter's a tough time for some animals.
Maybe they should just stay off the ice altogether.
Yeah.
Here's a warning to all you animals out there.
Put a sign out there. Don't go out there, little buddy. Hey, for baseball fans out there, Minnesota Twins are out with a new membership and rewards program. Fans can earn points by purchasing tickets, concessions, and merchandise down at Target Field. And we're already creeping up on the baseball season soon, months away, as the Twins' regular season at Target Field begins April 3rd for that 2025 home opener.
Is Carol Half going to take part in that there,
I
Ryan?
think so. It sounds like, like those AMC movie type memberships, where the more you spend, it sounds like maybe they're handing out tickets if you spend a lot of money. But it seems like maybe a little more incentive and then discounts too for people who want to buy concessions.
Yeah, I want free nachos.
Fans. Oh, there you go. Get some big points for the nachos.
Those nachos with jalapenos on the side sound pretty tasty right
Yummy, yummy. A pair of incredible winter stories are coming your way next week. We'll have a preview coming up next.
Welcome back, folks. When we see you again Monday here on Northern Life, it's the showdown you've all been waiting for here. News versus weather. Ryan and Dan versus me and Adam. Who can win the ice fishing showdown? You're going to have to catch it coming up on Monday.
Oh, catch it. That's a good pun.
I didn't even mean to do that.
I didn't mean to do that when I wrote it. Wow.
Wait a second.
Clever. Yeah, my first time ice fishing, it was a lot of fun. It was cold that day. But two great guys there, Dan and Adam, helping us out.
Very impressive anglers, too, it sounds like.
Yeah,
All right,
good
cool.
catchers. Hey, two first caught on camera for me. My first time ice fishing there, and then on Tuesday, my first time skiing. We're going to head to Spirit Mountain, where I look to tackle the Bunny Hill over there.
Oh, boy. You've never skied before, and the Bunny Hill, that's a scary spot.
And then
when you haven't skied before.
We had the chance to go down the real hill, and I said, I think we're out of time.
Yeah, we got to get going.
We got to go. Yeah.
Before we go today, we want to wish the Hibbing Chisholm boys hockey team the best of luck tomorrow at Hockey Day, Minnesota. If you're driving down to watch, that game is bright and early at 8:30 a.m. against Eden Prairie and Shakopee at Valley Fair. So best of luck to the Blue Jackets. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Not a long drive for Eden Prairie, but a long drive certainly for the Hibbing Chisholm boys there.
Go get them.
Yeah, go get them. Hockey Day, Minnesota. Thanks for joining us today. We love you.
We'll catch you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.